Hello everyone. This video will be showcasing how I get all these buff. Some of you are not sure how I get those buff, and this video I'll be showing all of you guys how I get the buffs I'm getting. So here we go. Let's start with the easiest one, the Morning Lord's Radiance. So this is a extremely powerful buff that you can get from Act 1 when you get to the Githyanki place and you solve the puzzle. Once you solve the puzzle, you will get this buff. And not sure if they made the game intentionally to for this buff to last forever, or it's sometimes it lasts forever, sometimes it doesn't. But basically this buff, when you go to camp and you sleep, this buff will go away. However, right now in the game, you could still get this buff even after Act 1. And you can only do it for your party members. You cannot get it on the main character that you are playing. So for example, I'm playing Arby, the ranger, the ranged character. I do not have the Morning Lord's Radiance on me, because the only way to get it after Act 1 is that you have to talk to your party member and you tell them to wait in the camp. So you do that one by one.
I question the I'll be in the
Almost pleasant traveling with, if you're sure.
Oops.
If you're sure, as you like.
Okay. So once you dismiss them one by one, and you do your typical end of the day. I don't have it's a bug display. You will have enough supplies, so don't worry. Okay. So do your typical long rests. Then you can just go find your party members again. Oh, Scratch, who's a good boy? Let me speak with Animal real quick. Oh, who's a good boy?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in.
What you got there, boy?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Oh, come here, good boy. What a best boy. Alright, okay. Getting back to what we were doing, so now as you can see, my party member, Shadowheart, she has the wait, where's her? Hold on a second.
Almost pleasant traveling.
Join me.
Right?
There you go. So now she has the Morning Lord's Radiance. So if you tell your party member to wait at your camp before you take a long rest, they will get the Morning Lord's Radiance that you got from solving the puzzle in Act 1. Join me. Okay. And then the next buff is this buff. Anointed in Splendor. Not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but basically this buff you get it in Act 3. So let me show you right now. So in Act 3, in this area, the Stormshore Tabernacle. You enter here. There's 4 statue. You could donate money to them. I'm not sure the exact money you need to donate, but for me, 5,000 was enough. I'm not sure if you could go lower than that, but I basically pay 5,000 for each character, and from that point, they deem your character is worthy. They will give you the buff for donating. I think it's extremely worth it just for the money donated, because this buff gives you +2 bonus to all saving throws. Like, that's a lot of statuses or spells saving throws. Like, that's really good. But I guess the downside is it's per character. So each character you have to donate money. So up to you if you want to donate or not. But after you actually get the buff from donating money, and then get the buff from the statue, if you also dismiss your party member before sleeping, they will get this buff when you recruit them back in your party again. So you don't have to individually take it again. But for your own character, you have to pray here.
You see an altar dedicated to Helm
So
Vigilant.
after you donated enough money, they'll give you a blessing.
Show reverence before your deity and open your soul to their divine power.
So you get the buff,
You are blessed by Helm's.
and there you go. That's the buff. Any of the 4 statue would work as long as you donate money to them. But special mention for Gale. For Gale, he cannot donate to Maestra. He has to choose one of the other 3. So, okay. Alright, now we're back to the main part of this video of how I get all the long ass buff and why some of my character has such high HP.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
So at your camp, you got your best skeleton, Wither. You could
Spins along.
you could ask him to
Or mayhaps
get hirelings. You could have maximum of 3 hirelings, and which you can see here, I have 3 hireling, and they are all spec into life cleric.
This vessel
Okay,
is at the soul.
because all the buff you see, they come from life cleric. Any buffs that do not require concentration, and they say it'll until long rest, it'll stay on your character or your party member until your long rest. So I basically rotate all 3 and just buff them all. So I ask her to join my party. So I do them one by one.
Still breathing.
So this is my buffer number 1. I'll ask her to buff my Lae'zel. Warding Bond. This is like an insane buff. I cannot stress how useful this is. Like, if you play this game, you know how useful this is. Like, it gains resistance to all damage. Now look at her stats. She gained resistance to all damage. That means everything that hits her, the damage will get reduced by half. That is just insanely good. So right off the bat, with Cleric level 3, you can already give this buff. You can already have 3 camp hirelings to give 3 warding bonds to any of the 3 members in your party, which is insane. Okay. The next buff, there is also the protection from poison. This is also extremely good in the early game as well, but right now I don't need to use that anymore, because at higher cleric level, you will get this. You get Hero's Feast, which whoever gets the buff cannot be poisoned, diseased, or frightened. And also your HP increases. And also make your wisdom save with advantage. Like, this is just another insane buff you get from the cleric at level 11. But before you get to this part, you would want to play protection from poison. You just slap it on one of your character. But once you're level 11, you don't have to play protection from poison anymore. It will get replaced by Hero's Feast. Okay, so next spell is Freedom of Movement. This is also the life cleric, or I believe if you go, I think this is one of the cleric spell you can learn. Yeah, like you could learn this. I believe almost all the clerics have this. If not, then life cleric definitely has this, and war cleric I think also has this. But this is also pretty useful. Is that if there's any difficult terrains, it will not get slowed down, and your character will also cannot be magically paralyzed or restrained, which is also pretty good. Like, if your character get paralyzed, which you know, it's kind of unfortunate, or restrained, there's a lot of restrain skills from the enemies, especially earlier on with those restrain shots. So this is also another pretty good buff. And then the next one, Death Ward. This is pretty meh in my opinion, but in one of my video against the fighting the entire empire, the enemy actually managed to proc my Death Ward, so MVP to Death Ward, it actually allowed me to not die in that one turn. So this is also worth to play, because this will prevent you from dying for one time. So when you die, you will remain at 1 HP for that one hit that would kill you. So therefore, pretty worth playing as well. And then usually this is where I would play all my summons if I have. So you would want to have whoever has your scratch, you could play him. you could summon him out or something. And then for the clerk, you could also summon the diva if you want to. Because next up,
Never mind.
what I'm gonna do is the strongest buff, the one where you can only get at level 11, the hero's feat that I talked about earlier. This buff is just too good. So like your party member cannot be poisoned, diseased, or frightened. Like that's a lot of statuses that will just like like the amount of statuses this cover is insane. Like poison, disease, or frightened. Like that's a lot of free real estate if you ask me. So you cast that on your on everyone, and bam, your HP also increases. And then last but not least, the aid. You could upcast aid so that your party member will get higher maximum HP as well. So I always upcast to the maximum level possible, which after level 6 it can only be cast at level 5. So I will always cast at level 5. And bam. All my character now have like enormous HP pool. And then I usually I like to have my hirelings who have level 11 cleric and level 1 bar, just because level 12 cleric doesn't give anything important that helps me in the camp, so I leave it at level 11 and level 1 bar. And the bardic inspiration is also pretty useful, because at level 1 you can already get 3 bardic inspiration, which is kind of huge. So you just, you know, slap it on the 3 character in your party. Alright, and then last but not least, there's the Long Strider as well. This gives your party 3-meter movement speed, which is insane, because normally your movement speed is 9 meter. That means this spell alone make your movement increase by 1/3. So it's pretty good. Alright, and there you have it. There's all the buff that you can see when I play my game. That's why you can. That's why every time you see my video, you see all these like long ass buff lists. Those are the major ones. And basically, I use my character. I tell her to
This vessel is at thy disposal.
return to the camp, and then I take the next hireling and do my character, and then I take the last hireling to do one of the last members, and there you have it. That's how you get all those free buff. Like legit, they're free. So take advantage of your camp hirelings, cause it's like you should always take advantage of every advantage you can get. Even though right now I'm still playing on difficulty balance, but I'm looking forward when I play the tactician. The camp buff is gonna be even more insane in that difficulty. So yeah, I hope you find this video helpful, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the game, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya.